Hi, Lead Empowered. I wanted to invite you guys to join me in the garden for a few minutes tonight. It's been a crazy time, a lot of events, and just like trying to catch up and rest. It's been so much human interaction, and I process deeply, and so that is can be wearing on my soul if I don't get enough rest in between times with people to like process and think about and reflect on things that before I go back into the next thing. So I just want to walk through the garden with you guys and show you what's going on, and just talk about how things are growing, and yeah, thanks for being here. Look at the bee. This is not one of my honeybees, but we might see him out here. Oh, there's so many bees. The raspberries are full. So beautiful. These are the goji berries. I thought these were dead. I think I might have showed you guys that. They were just wooden sticks. They looked so very dead. And they are full and beautiful. The grapes are also looking amazing. That blueberry is coming back to life. The one on the far end doesn't look so much so. We have so... I need to put those grapes up too. I need to pull the strawberries are coming. I lost my train of thought. Okay, let's see here. I made a cup of tea and now I have to set it down so I can show you guys. Okay, so these are the blackberries, which were like candy last year. I'm so excited. I don't know if these whole vines will come back to life, which it was very weird last year, because I think that I thought that they only produce fruit 1 year and then the vine is dead. But you can see that like from this dead stuff, that's growing out again. Like that's dead, but this is new. So I guess I'm learning. I also learned about rhubarb, which my rhubarb looks so sad. Everything has been getting eaten by pests. I'm going to tell you this real quick. To get your rhubarb to keep growing all throughout the summer, you just pull these stalks out. Because that's what's telling the plant it's done its job and that it doesn't need to keep growing. So if you go ahead and pull out those seeds, this is still good. The plant will keep growing. So yeah, I don't know why these are so sad and eaten. Oh, I was gonna say, because the garden this is the 3rd year, and they say like this, we had a good year last year without too many pests, but I think they're coming in strong this year as we just established this as an organic garden. The pests are coming for us. So this is garlic. All this came out of the bed. This is my garlic bed, which is a little cluttered right now. This is supposed to be a rabbit hutch on top. The poo will fall to the bottom and fertilize this bed. Look at these. The scapes are starting to grow. This is so exciting. Do you see this? This is what will be the scapes. And then it's just like a strong garlicky flavor, and you can make... The first year we made pesto out of it. I forgot what we made last year. This is my honeyberry, one of my honeyberries. They do need a cross-pollinator. I saw berries on here in the very beginning of the season, so let's see if we can find some. I don't see them. I know there's some on here. Oh, maybe that. Okay, so these need cross-pollination with another one blooming in the same time. Oh, something's eating this. So I'm gonna maybe need to think about doing some solutions. I try to do everything naturally. Okay, this is the third time I've planted this strawberry tower, and then it has this PVC with holes in it that allows the water to go all the way down. But this is the third time, and they've died every time. So I don't think my strawberries like growing in here. I even replaced the dirt to make sure it wasn't the soil that was frustrating it. These, I think, are rutabagas. I forgot. I know that they are a root vegetable. This is a sunflower. I'm going to go ahead and pull it because I really want these root vegetables. This is, I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's a little succulent. It's just ground cover, and it does a great job keeping the soil moist in the summer, and when we get these really hot summers. So these are actually looking really healthy though. So the first year I planted those, they got eaten by ants underneath. These are all sunflowers. These are all volunteer sunflowers, which I was just telling my husband that I think I need to move. These are pumpkins. These are some special pumpkins I'm so excited about. There was a few, 1, 2, that got eaten by bugs, but these ones are looking healthy. So I don't know why or how they chose what they're eating. This right in front of me is kale. And I also am going to harvest this and like dehydrate it. And I know they say it gets more bitter after it goes to seed. There's some that are like younger than the other ones, but I need to just get in here and pretty much take out all the kale because it's getting too hot for it now. This is a bunch of seeds that I started. So those are older. Those are tomatoes, and then this stuff is like all my squashes, cucumbers, things like that. We've been getting so much rain. These are some peppers, eggplant, and more peppers. So I'm getting like, I want to get ready to do, so I actually might use this for the kale too as my first experiment because kale is pretty thin. I need to wash up these trays before I put it on there. But this is my solar dehydrator, and then you just put it in there to keep the bugs out of it. And then it's in the greenhouse. I can close these windows and it's going to get even hotter. So, yeah, I want to get ready to do a second round of planting some carrots and beets and things. So we just transformed this whole entire space. And it's still a disaster back here, but we made the coop taller and smaller. So, because we got rid of some chickens. And so that little green thing hanging up there is actually a netted fly catcher. And then the flies get build up in that bottom part, and then we feed them back to the chickens as protein. This is some zinnias I'm really excited about. This is all volunteer pumpkin squash stuff that I probably need to pull up because I let them go last year, and I was really disappointed that I didn't get the food I actually wanted. Oh, we got all these. So this is my first year growing borage. I tried to start it from seed before unsuccessfully, and so this year is the first year. I'm so excited. Okay, it always makes me nervous when I see the bees sitting out in front, but I think they're just gathering up for the night. It's so exciting. I did split that hive into 2 last week, and I've been really nervous because there hasn't been foragers. There hasn't been anybody coming out of this hive, but I think it's because all the foragers went back to that hive. But today I did see foragers coming out of that hive, so I think it just means that the gals matured enough and they're flying now. So this is my loofah. I'm very excited about because it's something I tried to grow last year unsuccessfully. This is corn. I like, some of these things are just so novel to me. Like, it's almost not even about the food. It's like this amazing novelty. This fell over. We've had so much rain the last few, like, week or so. Yeah, so I'm still getting this section cleaned up from doing that huge, like, this used to all be gated off. So we've opened up this space a ton. Oh, and then these are my blueberries in here. And strawberries. I don't know, I haven't pruned these, and I need to do that. Well, I think it might be too late, god darn it, but in the future I do need to do that. This is my walnut tree, which I don't think is coming back. I moved it to, I didn't get the taproot all the way down, so I think that one's not coming back, but I'll show you. I have another one that a squirrel planted for me, and it's gonna be amazing. These beets are looking a little sad, a lot sad, but they're still growing, and so I've kind of just been pulling off these sad leaves and trying to give it the best chance, which is not ideal, but I'm so excited that they're growing. This is my 4 carrots that stayed rooted in the transplant. I thought I had way more than that, and then they just turned out to be these little weeds. Oh, maybe 5. These are all flowers. Some of these are like mysterious. My husband planted this for me for Mother's Day. I think he said it was fox something. These are literally going to be mystery flowers to me. But I'm very excited about them. My cucumbers did not do so well. I did plant them in seed over here. Look at these onions though. Beautiful. I don't know how that guy got there. So I planted them very, I can usually tell where the hole was that I made for it. And I see a few, there's one, but I think I planted probably 9 on each row, and there's 2. So these are not doing awesome, but I have more coming in those starter trays. This is something a squirrel planted, some kind of tree, usually a chestnut or a walnut. I surprised myself last time when I thought I knew which one it was, and then it was the other one. The irises are all dying back already. This is my aronia berry, which looks so happy in there. This is my little bee pond to keep water, and there's hay in it so that the bees can get to it without drowning, so they have something to walk on. This whole patch is going to be my flower patch. I wanted it to be like this beautiful flowers around the pond and the trellis here, and I think I want to grow like zucchini or something on that. These, look at this, is all like tomatoes because I just threw everything down at the end of last year. I just threw it in here, and I actually want to transplant a bunch of this to where it can just kind of free range, and I won't be sad whatever happens to it. This is my borage, and I'm so happy because when I first put it in here, everything was looking more like this, and so this plant is looking very healthy and pretty. These are more like flowers that just seed in themselves. I love this idea of like letting plants grow where, where they land, and just like letting things live together and not needing everything to be perfect. And I think there's a beautiful design in allowing these things to mix together and create a healthy ecosystem. So you can see more of this. When I planted this flower originally, I planted it on the inside of this trellis, and I thought it was going to be like a tiny little marigold kind of size, and it turns out they're like 5-foot flowers, and they're gorgeous. I've also never seen sage go to flower before, so that is super exciting. So you can see these flowers are everywhere. I'm so excited about it though, right here. I've been saving the dandelions and cleaning the roots because I want to do roasted dandelion root tea. We have a lot of these beans are just getting devoured by bugs. That we have a couple tomato plants. This is the chives and peat. So yeah, we just planted, Kennedy and I planted all the peppers tonight, and I need to make note of which ones they are before I remove all these so that we know how hot they're going to be when we take them off. I put just one single raspberry vine over here last year to help this I don't know, to put it as a companion for this tree, but I'm thinking maybe it's too much. Look at all those raspberries. That came from one vine. And even right here, these are young enough, I should transplant them right now. These are Kennedy's flowers that she planted from her cousins. She has big cousins, is what she calls them, and she loves them. And they gave her some flowers. I think they're climbing something flowers. Okay, look at this though. That is a shell from tomatillo last year. It's beautiful. Okay, let's go to the front. Okay, we got a huge donation. And I wasn't planting this space yet, and this is all cabbage. We'll see what happens. It's kind of late in the year to put cabbage in the ground, but this spot is super shaded, and so I think it might do okay. All these plants are looking really sad. They needed to be in the ground a while ago. But look at this, there's a tomato growing on it. So we've gotten to do a really cool plant deliveries and just share this with our neighbors. We got a bunch of borage in here, and that was my dandelion pile from getting the roots. We did a neighborhood cleanup day. We got to help a bunch of neighbors. These are all iris roots that I want to save. The plants aren't going to survive like transplanting this year, but their roots should survive. More borage. These are the four climbing flowers, and I really have this idea that like this is the cottage garden style where it's just gonna grow up and cover this whole entryway. But in the meantime, this is a bleeding heart, and then it's supposed to be a bleeding heart on this side too, but oh guys, it might be coming. I think that's it. I think I originally had put it in upside down, so that's my bad. Look at these. I just have recently been having this conversation with so many people, like, what is a weed? So if somebody tells me that this is a weed, I just think, how pretty is that? Because it's little hearts. I'm like, what? Seriously, is mint a weed, or is it an herb? Like, these are all flowers that I planted. I really imagine one day having these pots full of like flowers that just hang off of it. Which I had some really cool these that kind of climb down. I love that look. I would love to have that in these baskets. But for now, a neighbor that we gave some plants to gave us this. It's a primrose, is what she said, I think. This is peppercress. This grows prolifically. Very happy. Beans. Those beans are doing a lot better. I've never successfully grown beans. I think maybe we got 4 beans last year. This is another borage. I just put it everywhere because it's good for the bees and it'll attract the bees. Our sage is exploding. Tomatoes, strawberries. We're getting strawberries. Hey, Pete, thanks. Everywhere, beautiful and exciting. This is just a ton of mint. We've already made some mint tea, and we'll continue doing that all summer. I'm letting my sunflowers just grow up wherever they want to. I think this is like the third or fourth lavender that I've killed. Rosemary, hopefully that. These are a couple raspberries I transplanted. Some of them aren't looking so great, but this one's looking okay. So I might grab that other handful and put some more raspberries out here. Another sunflower, tomatoes, onions, tomatoes. Oh, the peas. The birds have been snacking on our peas, so that's not super helpful. Look, red strawberry in there. My daughter was so excited today when she found that the strawberries are turning color. More peas. I hope this grows peas. Mince. Basil. Man, I don't know why my basil's getting eaten like crazy. It's not doing very well. More mints. Beautiful, amazing. Look at that. I love seeing the unfolding. Onions, some squashes. These, again, like the beans are having such a hard time. That basil looks okay though. Some flowers that were given to us. This section has been my life lesson this week. I just transplanted these. These are shade wildflowers. But man, I came out here. Something is eating this. Alright guys, we're still gonna have an amazing garden. Okay, I came out here just looking at all these weeds and ready to like go full force and like tear everything out and plant this section. And then I feel like I just got this incredible life lesson as I came over. I saw kale and arugula and onions and this beauty, these like different lettuces. And I just thought, like, how cool is it to be, these are onions, at a stage in the journey where you don't have to pull everything up. And I feel like it's been applying to so many things in my life. That the more comfortable you get, the more confident you are, the less aggressive you have to be. You know, as a new homeschool mom or stay-at-home mom or whatever it is, that there is this beauty in just resting and like understanding where things belong and what they are, and not feeling this like compulsion to rip everything up because we don't know what it is, and we don't know if it belongs, and we don't know if it's a weed, and so we just pull everything up. And that can be so disruptive when all we need is a little experience and a little more time and a little more knowledge, and we can be so much more gentle with the process. And I feel like that has just been an incredible life lesson to me that has been transferring to so many dynamics and aspects of my life the last week and a half. So anyways, I hope this encourages you today, and even if the bugs eat some of your plants, like, grow 10 things so that 5 things will be successful. Like, just keep growing things and it will be beautiful, and you'll learn every year, and then you won't have to be as aggressive next year. So lead empowered, be encouraged. Thanks for hanging out.